Wonderful. Thank you, Debra, so very much. So we do live longer, right? We do live better.
Right?
So, and by the way, 60 is a new 30. Do you know that?
That's right. That's what I'll say.
Exactly. So no excuses, okay? We're gonna have work longer. We're gonna have to take care of ourselves to stay healthier longer, right? With the help of technology. So no, thank you for bringing those important points. Totally. So switching gears again a little bit to our work life, because how many hours a day we spend working, in our adult productive years? Okay,
Right.
a
Wow.
lot. So again, technology is a great equalizer. That's just my opinion,
I
because
agree.
like, right, hiring people remotely, being able to, interview people, to recruit them and to promote them and just live online, it's a huge plus. At the same time, again, we know the challenges. All right. So how do you think we can equip ourselves better? Because there are tons of coaches there saying that, hey, you can be better online than you are in real life, but yet, yeah, it's got to somehow be correlate.
It does. And I think that once again, we mentioned the productivity went up. And it's interesting also watching because I was talking to a friend of mine who is a very sought after technologist. She also is an African American engineer, a woman, so she checks a lot of the tick box, right? And her employer told her she had to come back to the office, and she was very upset. She's like, I don't want to come back to the office. I'm more productive. I'm a better mother. I'm able to support my family and myself better. And I said, well, it sounds like you have some options. And so what she did was she went and got another job. And the big corporation that she did work for, oh, they're sick about losing her. But employers have to understand we will leave you if you are not listening to the needs of society. And so we know that, and not every single job works well with teleworking, but a lot of jobs do. So and if you are an employer that's saying, well, if I can't see you, I don't know if you're working, then you are not looking at your employees in the right way, because employees should know what you expect of them, when it's supposed to be done, and they should be judged on that, not just whether or not they're sitting in the office, because it's a different way of looking at the world. But I think it's just very important for employers, especially employers that want to be employers of choice, to understand all these moving parts. These are not, sometimes people think these are just nice to have conversations. They're not. Society has changed. Society's expectations are continuing to change. And if you, as an employer, are not paying attention to those things, you are not going to get the best talent. And sometimes the best talent are people with disabilities, because just because we decided as society to leave people out doesn't mean they can't add value. Because when we're solving a problem, if we all have the same life experiences. Everybody that I work with looks like me, around my same age, grew up in the same area. We have common experiences. And you start adding people that look differently from you, and they come from different cultures, they have different backgrounds. Maybe they can't use their eyes, or maybe they can't hear as well as you, or maybe they speak differently from you, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Once again, it's what you said, Irene. Technology is a great equalizer. So if technology is created, once again, so that all humans can use it, technology will overcome things that might have been barriers. And I'll give you an example. If I'm in a wheelchair and my entire team all has to come into the office and it's on the third floor, but the building isn't accessible, then I don't really feel like a part of the team. Whereas if I'm working from home like the rest of the team, I can join Zoom, or live stream, or StreamYard, or any of these tools, and I become one of the peers. And you can't always tell that a person has a disability. And especially, and it was interesting and at first in the pandemic, when we all went online, we were like, wait, where's the captions? Where are the captions? Well, captions certainly are essential for people that are deaf or are hard of hearing. But captions actually help everybody, especially if we can capture those captions, because now I have a transcript of everything that happened on that call. Oh, I don't have to take as good a notes or things like that. So We just need to keep remembering what it means to be human and what we want to solve and how we need to help each other. And that technology, once again, great equalizer if we bother to make them accessible for everybody. But I think we just have to keep saying over and over again, representation matters. You talked about, inviting people to the table. Sometimes we have to actually give up our seat at the table to make sure an underrepresented group gets a seat at the table. And somebody said, no, 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 just pull up extra chairs. Well, the reality is we don't pull up extra chairs, or if we do, it's sort of seen. Often it's just like, we're not really trying. So right now, I believe society's expectations of us have changed, and society expects us to try harder.